Good evening, class. In today's lecture, we're going to do a test review, and then we're going to work the homework assignment. And the homework assignment will be in the homework folder, the video for it. So to start with, the test review. And the test is going to cover most of the material as what we've covered in class. I have your book prepared as well. It's open book, open note for everyone, graduate students here in class. Undergraduates can take it whenever they want, starting from next Thursday to Saturday. Okay, online in Blackboard, large question bank, open time window. So let me go to my computer. The test covers the following. Chapter 1, no basic concepts, particularly product life cycle, the phases, startup, growth, maturation, decline. Know your forecasting methods. Know the 4 subjective techniques. Understand the objective methods, moving average, exponential, smoothing. Know how to judge a forecast by mean squared error and mean absolute deviation. For the EOQ, know the basic EOQ, know EOQ with finite production, maybe all units discount. For graduate students, maybe know how to include space limits with the Lagrange multiplier. I probably won't ask you to work a problem, but might ask a little bit about it. Stochastic inventory, know how to use NewsVendor to work a simple problem like in the homework, and understand what QR and big S, little s systems are. Know the papers. Supply chain management, understand the big concepts in the book. Postponement, mass customization, vendor-managed inventory, bullwhip effect, total ended cost, globalization, make versus buy. Mass customization, I guess the slide got cut off. I didn't talk about it. Today, companies are striving to give all their customers what they want. So you'll have part proliferation, right? Everybody wants something different. Well, with modern machine tools, you can almost give everybody something different. Especially for highly engineered products. So, if you're doing low volume, and we'll talk about this more after the test, but low volume, high mix manufacturing, what are you essentially doing? Every job is almost unique. And that's where the concept of mass customization comes in. Know how to know vendor managed inventory. For transportation, know the modes of transportation. Know how to improve the transportation network. We talked about frequency, cube, and mode improvement. Understand this tariff structure for LTL, air, truckload, and ocean tariffs. Be able to discuss what the basic structure is. Know what XML is and EDI. And understand vehicle routing based on the Coke paper. Purchasing. Understand the types of auctions, reverse auction, multiple round bidding, single round auction, combinatorial. Be able to discuss purchase price variance and why it's sometimes a bad metric, at least what it isn't. Understand the difference between a quote, information, and proposal. There'll be 3 or 4 problems. That'll be about half the grade on the test will be problems. And then the rest will be true, false, multiple choice essay. Essay for graduate students, multiple choice mostly for undergraduates. For undergraduates, it's a very large Q bank with a short time window, so 2.5 hours. It's not a timed test. Let me repeat that. The exam is timed. You only have 2.5 hours to complete it, undergraduates, but it's not a timed test. It's not a speed test. You should be able to complete it. Maybe. Hopefully. Make sure that you explain your answers on essay questions and case study-based questions. So if it's an essay question on the undergraduate test and has a large fill in the blank, make sure to give a detailed answer so you can get partial credit. Does that make sense? Really look over this slide for everybody. And remember, we have the EOQ. Know its assumptions. EOQ is constant demand. The capacity is unlimited. You have holding and setup costs, but because you have constant demand, you have no back order cost. And the policy is to order queue items whenever you reach the reorder point. The news vendor problem. Random demand, periodic. No setup cost, but holding and back order cost. And so it's to return the inventory to a set level after each period is the optimal policy. QR. Basically the same as EOQ, except for you have random demand. So we have setup, holding, and back order cost. And we continuously monitor the inventory, right? And so whenever we hit reorder point R, we order up to Q. Big S, little s, same thing as QR, except now we're only looking at the inventory periodically, maybe once a week, once a month. And if you're below little s, you order up to big S. So you have a stock level little s. If I look, I'm below that, I order up to big S. And then the other methods in blue at the bottom are for the next test. Last and important item, and this goes for undergraduates and graduate students. My exams are usually fairly hard and they're curved. So the critical thing is do better than the people around you. So if you're taking the test and you think you're doing badly, well, keep doing it because you may be doing best in the class. The undergraduate test will probably not be a little easier than the graduate test, obviously. Graduate students, a 70 may be the top grade, a 90 may be the top grade. I have no way of knowing that till I administer the test, right? So I have no way of knowing what the curve is. Same for undergraduates, okay? But the key is what? Just keep trying, because you're ranked relative to the performance of others as much as anything else. Good luck on the test. Good luck studying for the test. Make sure to look in the slideshow 6 for the inventory review slide. Undergraduates, I'd even print that out, because you got to really be able to figure out what policy you need. And then you can start pursuing that policy if you're in practice. With that, I'll conclude this brief review for the test. The rest of this lecture will be in the homework folder as a video to work the homework assignment.